Well, let's see. I'm gonna find that post and share it. Maybe somebody will. I saw Matt Shoemaker liked it, so maybe he's there.
He's on right now, I think.
Hey, Matt. Appreciate you. All right, I am going to hit that share button. Share it.
All right, just shared it too.
Appreciate you. All right, I am going.
Said word.
Yeah. Going the fun. Let's see. Hey, I'll tag you too. Steven Mac. And post.
Should we start audio recording?
Oh yeah. That's
yeah.
It's actually good to start it after we start broadcasting.
Recording. I pushed it, but it's not doing anything.
Uh-oh. Recording. Crack,
Let me try again.
Crack.
Yeah, it said cannot record. Let me try this again.
Recording.
Recording.
All right. So we
Hi, Jessica. Hi, Clint.
Is that Jess? Is she watching it?
Yes.
And she's
She
over
says
at
hi.
All right. Well,
I'm ready.
okay. I'm ready. Ish. Ready as can be. I think I got a review
Ready as we
score.
usually are, which is not that ready.
Not at all ready. not right now. Okay. Welcome to Try Again, a movie club. Our show is all about movies, and each week we pick a movie and we review it and make fun of it. I'm your host, Todd Perkins, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, Mac McEnroe.
Yep.
And Stephen Comstock.
Also, yep.
That's what they look like if you're watching the video. Okay, so the movie we did this week is Tombstone from 1993.
Was it?
And the one with Kurt Russell in it and stuff.
Yes.
So,
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer, who I thought was Brad Pitt the whole time until I saw the credits.
Wow.
Because we're movie buffs and we know actors.
Because we've done this. This is our 50th time that we've done. This is episode 50.
We're professionals.
And I don't know the difference between Brad Pitt and Val Kilmer. Well, Brad Pitt today, 20 years ago, he could have looked a little bit more like Val Kilmer,
No.
If you look at Val Kilmer now, he looks nothing like Brad Pitt.
Isn't he like kind of fat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looks weird now.
Yeah.
Well, like 20 years ago, it wasn't too different. So cut me some slack. Okay, the review score I'm going to give it, and we can each just give it real quick. I'm going to give it a 7.5. It was good, not great, is what I'd say. It was fine. I liked it, but wasn't crazy about it. Steven, what'd you give it?
I also gave it a 7.5.
Oh, wow.
I was actually wanted to give it a lower score. Like I was thinking like 7, maybe even like a 6.5. I didn't really like it that much until I looked into it, and a lot of the stuff that happened, like the gun fights and stuff, like at the OK Corral and in the river when he like walked out into all the gunfire, that crap actually happened. Like those are real accounts that happened.
That's pretty amazing.
That was pretty cool. So that bumped up my score a little bit.
So the movie wasn't good, but real life was pretty
good. Real life was yeah. It was like the whole. Anyways, I'll get into it later, but 7.5 I gave it.
All right, Mac.
Fair enough. I gave it 7.75.
Oh, wow.
Right. You liked it more than us.
Yeah, I guess.
I love the crap out of it.
There was a bunch of lines that I really liked, but it was too long. Like after a while, I was just like, all right. And then it got cool again, and then it got boring again. Like it had some waves of like really cool and really boring.
It felt like real cheesy, I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like some of it was like the acting was too over the top. It was too dramatic, and like the acting where he had like his brother's blood on his hands, and he like went out into the rainstorm and the thunder and stuff. He was like, ah. It's just, I mean, like I would be upset too, but it was just dumb. And then like the end with them dancing in the snow and stuff. It was just, he should have shot her. It would have been better.
It seems like it should have been easier to kill him too. Like if I was a cowboy, it shouldn't be that hard to kill the dude. He's walking around town.
But again, that was like the weird thing was like that's part of what led to his kind of his reputation after he died was like those gun battles happened. Like he actually fought those guys at the OK Corral. And he actually like walked into a hail of gunfire at that riverbed and stuff and shot that guy with a shotgun from like point blank range. He just like walked up to him, the guy shooting at him, and he just blew him away. And he never got shot through his whole life. He was never once hit by a bullet.
Wow.
That was pretty tough, dude. He's walking out in the river like he doesn't care.
Yeah. But it was ruined by his stupid like slow motion. No, and he shoots the guy. So dumb.
And how many times did he say that too? Didn't he say it a lot just in that scene?
No, I didn't know Noah was so powerful.
No,
it was
shotgun. No,
no, you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually was like Max said, like it was way too long, at least like an hour too long. And like it was like an hour and a half before he decided to become a cop, right?
Yeah.
And it was like that was a whole movie's worth of crap I didn't need to see. Yeah, the Cowboys are bad guys. You told that in the first 5 minutes.
It would have been better if it was from Val Kilmer from Doc Holliday's perspective. He was the
he was way cool.
By far. Yeah,
he was way better. Yeah. Also, there was like a competing movie called Wyatt Earp that was made like the exact same time as this movie. And it was Kevin Costner starred in it. He actually was originally the star for this movie, but he quit because he didn't like that they were focusing too much on the other characters. So he quit and started and got like a new director and started another movie called Wyatt Earp, which is actually 3 hours long.
Oh.
And was like pretty much a critical and financial disaster. Like it pretty much ruined his career for a really long time.
Wow.
Good.
So
good.
Yeah, good.
Suck it, Kevin. But if you're listening, come on the show.
Speaking of careers, what happened to Kurt Russell?
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking he was in The Thing that we watched. He was in Escape from LA, like a whole bunch of like cool campy movies in the 80s and 90s, and then he just disappeared after like 1993.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I bet you he was in other stuff. Maybe it just sucks.
Maybe he did like some of those. Maybe he did some of those movies that has like all old people casts that are for old people.
Like something on Lifetime or something like that.
Yeah, it's like him and Meryl Streep and like Steve Martin.
Oh, that's great.
One of the other Baldwins.
The other Baldwin, I know.
The lesser Baldwins.
All right, he's in like Fast and the Furious movies.
Weird.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2, he's going to be in that. Vanilla Sky, that was maybe a kind of famous one. Stargate.
That was Kubrick, right?
I think so. One of them. I don't know. I'm just saying crap. I don't really know. Backtrack.
That's what we all do.
He was Captain Ron in the critically acclaimed movie Captain Ron.
The Captain Ron? The thing is, there was a real guy named Captain Ron. And that's what makes it interesting. I don't know. Just going with Steven's thing.
Pretty wild. I feel like I need to show a picture of Captain Ron on the stream right now. I got a great shot of it up.
Can you do that? Can you make it?
I can probably make it. Let me try it, triers. Here comes Captain Ron. Do it. Maybe it's not working. I want to do a screen share. Nope, not working. I'll just describe it to you in detail.
No.
He's got long, flowing hair.
Stop.
Braids, like some of it's braided with beads on the end. And then he's got an eye patch and he's got binoculars and he's like leaning out of a one of those holes like on the side of a ship, you know?
Porthole.
Porthole.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah. Here's Captain Ron's coming out of your porthole.
I don't want Captain Ron anywhere near my porthole.
And drop your
There he is.
Captain
Max
Ron's
got
That's how we need to do it, man. That's a great idea. Just put them up on your phone, dude.
We need to watch that movie.
I know. I was just thinking that. I saw some pictures from it, and I was like, "This is my kind of movie. It looks like trash. It's got Martin Short in it. Oh, you know it's gonna suck."
Did he have like sunscreen on his nose?
Oh yeah,
He's a captain.
that's what captains are famous for, right?
And his lips too.
Yeah.
Oh man, captains never do that.
Ron. That's what makes him different. That's why he has a movie about him.
Yeah. Is there anything about Tombstone that you guys like loved or hated or anything? Or
The only part that I really liked was, like Max said, was Doc.
Doc was pretty cool.
He was awesome. He was great in the whole movie. Everything he said. Also, that little back and forth he had with the dude that was in like Latin.
Yeah.
It actually was an actual conversation that was like translated and stuff that you can translate.
He had some cool lines. I liked it when Kurt Russell said like he approached the guy when he first got into the Oriental saloon thing,
beating the crap out of him.
Yeah, that was great. That was a good scene.
And he says, "Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens." I got the weirdest feeling when that happened.
It made me really uncomfortable.
But I like how Doc Holliday looks like he's dying the whole time. Like it totally works for me. Like his kind of pallor of death.
Yeah, sickly the whole movie.
Yeah, he always has like a big sweaty chest and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked when he said, "Forgive me if I don't shake hands" to the mayor guy. That was
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
I like when Doc pulled out the two guns because he was all hammered. And the guy was like, "You're too drunk. You can't even hit. You can't hit nothing." He's like, "In fact, you're probably seeing double." And then he pulls out his other gun. He's like, "Well, now I got one for each of you."
I liked it when he flipped around his little cup.
That was cool.
Fancy gun tricks.
That was great.
That was good. I liked one thing that I liked a lot was that there were so many famous people in this movie. I don't know if you guys noticed how many super famous people were in it, but it was nuts, dude. For example, I'm pretty sure the guy who played the Sandman from Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was in it.
John
Merle was
Locke.
in it.
Yeah, Merle was in it. John
Walking
Locke
Dead.
from Lost was in it.
Really? Where was he?
He was like the mayor, I think.
Okay. Wow, I didn't realize that.
Let me see what his name was. He was in a few scenes. He had plenty of talking parts.
Weird.
Who else was in there? Was famous? Oh, that mustache guy was in Parks and Rec.
That mustache guy? You mean every guy in the movie?
No, the mustachiest mustache guy. I had the most mustache. Sam Elliott, that's his name. Virgil. The gray-haired guy. That guy was in Parks and Rec, and he has not aged 10 minutes since he recorded this movie, which is weird.
Either that or he aged like 70 years since he was like a teenager, and then he just stopped aging.
Yeah.
He was in what's it called? Big Lebowski too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bill Paxton. I mean, he's a famous guy. Charlton Heston was in it.
Was he?
Yeah.
Weird.
So what was your guys' least favorite part?
The love story probably with that chick and all this stupid conversations and all the horse crap they had. I don't know. I thought it was kind of dumb.
Yeah. I thought his wife was hotter than the other chick.
Yeah, but she was like wasn't she on opium?
She was on opium, hardcore.
Yeah, but you know.
you do get a couple of hot points for being on opium. Ladies.
I mean, if you lived in Tombstone, would you not be on opium?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Wanted to be on opium just having to watch that movie. Yeah, I wondered too. Like they know the Cowboys like murder people all the time, so it's like you'd think there'd be some kind of vigilante. It's like, nah, this isn't gonna fly. Boom, 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 shoot all of them in like 30 seconds, and it's done.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they really wanted to allow them to wreak havoc as much as possible. But hey, maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I don't know the time period a lot. It wasn't alive back then.
I get the feeling that the West was kind of wild.
Somebody should make
There's a lot of dancing. There's a song about it with a lot of.
Somebody needs to coin a phrase that matches that thought.
Yeah.
Can't think of one off the top of my head though.
That crazy West.
Ridiculous West.
Kanye West.
Also, this movie made me appreciate Unforgiven a lot more.
Yeah.
What was it?
The acting and stuff. I thought it made Unforgiven look a lot better, in my opinion.
It was kind of the same thing. It felt like to me, like when he decided to get all vengeful and stuff. I was like, oh, it's Unforgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite things. I and maybe just I'm like just one of those low quality dumb viewers or whatever, but I like this movie a lot more when people were shooting each other than I did when they were talking.
Also, for some reason, the scenes with them like riding their horses and shooting at nothing really bothered me.
Really? You didn't like them
dumb.
riding into the sunset, away from the sunset, whatever?
I guess not. It was just dumb. They were just riding their horse and they would like shoot at nothing. Like they wouldn't even show what they were shooting at. They would just like shoot their guns and then like kick a guy in the face and.
It's like the director's like, we should have some cinematography in this. It's just like a good shot, but there's no like really story behind it.
And there was two of those scenes of them like riding their horses, shooting at nothing.
Well, then they go to the theater, they're just shooting at the sky and stuff too. They just like to shoot.
Yeah, shoot who's gonna shoot, bro. Yeah, I was wondering, like, did that really happen when like people would go to a play and the actors would start acting and people would just like shoot them, like not like because they were trying to assassinate them, but just for fun?
I think that was another part in the movie where I think something like that actually happened, like where the guy that said like they're actually shooting at us, like that was an actual something that actually happened.
It can't be like a normal thing though, because I don't think there'd be many theater people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think somebody else would be like, okay, knock it off, boom, shoot the guy, you know? But it's just it was a different time. It's a different time.
Wild time.
Wild time. Wild time in that West. Silliness. Do you guys have any comments from the triers?
Josh Orman says, "I'll be your Huckleberry."
Ah, thanks.
I'm your Daisy.
I literally had to look up what that meant. I don't know if you guys did, but it said
it kind of had a double meaning, I think.
All right, explain. Because I saw Urban Dictionary says it means I'm your hero.
Oh, really? Oh, that's the third one then. The one I saw was it could have meant like actual Huckleberry from Huckleberry Finn.
Oh, okay.
From like Mark Twain, you know. That story. And
we're familiar.
And then the other meaning was it could also be like, I think it had something to do with like coffin. And so he was like actually intimidating the guy, meaning like I'm gonna be the death of you, or I'm gonna kill you in a way.
That's cooler.
Yeah. Yeah, the Huckleberry Finn thing is like kind of cheesy.
Yeah, I'm like a little mischievous kid.
I want to be a little boy.
I'm your little boy. He was calling him a pedophile.
Very insulting.
I'm your Huckleberry, you dirty pedophile.
We need to rewrite this movie.
Yeah, seriously. So much funnier. Should we question it with the random questions?
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, no, you know what? I gotta say one thing that I did like about the movie a lot. My favorite line from the movie was when Doc Holliday was cheating everybody, and the cowboy was like, "Oh, no one's that lucky," and Doc Holliday was like, "Okay, why don't we try a spelling contest?"
And it should have been the Doc Holliday movie.
I know, it
Yeah,
should have. It kind of was. I was just gonna pretend like it was.
Yeah, let's pretend that. This is better. This is why. Yeah. Anyway, Kurt Russell.
I get it.
Deep. You want to, anyways? Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna say it.
I already did.
Already didn't. All right, random questions. How about let's start with Steven. What do you got?
My random question is, if you lived in the crazy West, what would your mustache be? Because everybody in this movie had an awesome mustache. So how would you style your mustache if you lived with Wyatt Earp? Todd.
I would twist it in the shape of guns.
That's even possible.
There's two little pistols that are pointing at
you. Old gun stash.
So intimidating. What do you got, Mac?
So I'm gonna go with the sideburn mustache combo.
I like that combo. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Is that Bill Murray?
That's Bill effing Murray.
Beautiful, man.
You should have played Wyatt Earp, dude. He looks awesome.
He should play everybody and everything. Like a Tyler Perry movie, but it's Bill Murray and everything.
Medea's.
Yeah, Tyler Perry's Bill Murray's Fat Mom's Christmas or something.
Fat Grandma's Christmas, also Mom. And Mom's there.
That was good. What was yours, Steven?
I would look like this. I would look like this.
That is
very square.
Very square
stash.
Just straight across and then straight down. It's kind of hard to see because I got my beard too. So, but straight across, straight down. That's what I would do.
Yeah, very right angle.
Awesome.
That was beautiful. Mac, what's your question?
So, if you lived in Tombstone, what would your job be? What would you do? Steven.
I'd be a barber.
Nice.
I like that. You know,
some mustaches.
Yep. Keep everybody's mustache tamed and healthy. Like this.
Honorable.
That's much falling off. Anyways, yeah, I'd be the barber.
This is great for the. This is great for the listeners. People that aren't watching.
Yeah, I know people listening cannot see. Steven has his mustache on the screen as much as possible. You know what I would be a woman. Yes, I'd be a woman because I'd be much less likely to get shot for no reason.
I don't know, man. Like I think Unforgiven was a more accurate portrayal of the Crazy West, and you might get your face sliced up pretty bad.
Yeah, but I don't live in Unforgiven. I live in Tombstone.
All right.
Women famously had it really, really good in the Wild West.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Everyone knows that the best time to be a woman was when they weren't. Everybody knows the best time to be a woman was when they weren't treated like people.
Oh, so good. All right, okay, fine. Okay, that's your good point. Good point. I'd work in a mine, and I'd live in the mine, and I'd become
you'd be
crazy.
like a dwarf.
Yes,
a dwarf?
yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be a casket builder because it's very stable
That's
job.
a good one.
Yes.
Just hammering away, making some boxes.
Yeah.
I like that. People are probably all scared of you and stuff too, so they're like afraid to shoot you.
Yeah.
For fear of like the curse that you would put upon them.
Which I would.
Which you definitely would.
All right, I got a random question. This just came up off the top of my head. What would be your did we already pick outlaw names in another movie that we did?
We always do that one.
Dang it!
We did it in the Unforgiven.
Dang it! Crap.
We did that. We just did that in $1 Million Baby. Your boxing name.
Well, in Unforgiven, we did outlaw names.
Yeah, we did the exact same thing. Your cowboy name? Your cowboy? Dang it.
How about Tombstone the Ride?
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Tombstone the Ride. You guys got anything?
No.
No.
Not at all.
You get in a mining cart and then you get shot in the face.
There was no mining in this movie. Stop trying to make it happen.
There was mining going on in the background, man. The thing is, guys, when you watch a movie, you got to kind of imagine the bigger world, you know?
No, you don't.
They
You watch
imply
the
that
movie.
there's more going on than what you actually see. In this case, mining and lots of very lucrative business, guys. I don't know why you're not. I specifically heard the word silver.
That's why he
Where do you
went
think they're
there.
getting the silver? Where do you think they're getting the silver?
All right.
In a mine.
Never seen you this bad.
I'm just passionate about mines.
I had no idea you're so passionate about mining.
It's just how I feel, guys. It's just how I feel. All right, so that question was a wash.
Note to self: don't bring up mining in front of Todd.
You can bring it up, just better be pro, not anti. You know?
Check out Todd's other podcast, The Mindcast.
Mining cast. Mining with Todd. And it's not about Minecraft or video games at all. It's just me talking about
Actual mining.
Actual mining.
It's called If
I
You
got
Don't
this
Mind.
Pickaxe.
If
You don't mind. Here's our show today, if you don't mind. Oh, man. I never mind a mining joke, you know?
Never mind. It's a competitor podcast.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
Here it is first, folks. Mining. All right, next segment. Try again segment where we talk about crap that we tried. Mac, what did you try this week?
So I went to Taco Bell as usual, and I tried the steakhouse burrito. It's a new thing.
Oh yeah, is it good?
No, not really. I mean, it's all right, but
It's like $10 though. 6.
so it has bacon in it, and Taco Bell's bacon sucks. Like Taco Bell's bacon tastes like Bacos or something. Like,
Dude, fast food bacon usually sucks.
yeah, but Taco Bell's is worse than average. It's like, and I hate
Bacon?
talking bad about Taco Bell, but their bacon is not on par.
No.
You know, I like Taco Bell. I just don't like how it makes me feel. Like I feel like it's made out of razor blades by the time it gets to my stomach, and it just like destroys my stomach.
Yeah.
Mine's right through you.
Yeah.
There it
It's
is
like
again.
mine, and yeah, it's like I'm not gonna go through these intestines. I'm gonna drill a hole straight down. Steven, what did you try?
I actually baked homemade rolls for Thanksgiving tomorrow,
Ooh,
and they're freaking awesome and delicious. And
man.
they were
So what?
relatively easy to make. They take
Candace's
time-
rolls?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Candace didn't want to make them because she says they take too long, and they do take a long time. They take like 2 hours, but like they take 2 hours, but it's really like you cook you make them for like it takes like 15-20 minutes to like mix them up, and then you have to let them rise for like an hour.
And then you roll them into balls and stuff.
And then you roll them into
that's
balls, and then you put them in the thing, and then you let them rise again for like another hour, and then you bake them for like 10 minutes, and they're done.
So what are they like? Are they like buttery? Are they?
Well, what I did was
fluffy?
you put like a layer of butter on the bottom of the pan,
Okay, I'm drooling.
and then before you put the rolls down in the pan, you rub the top of it, in the butter, and then I dip it in brown sugar, and then you set it in the pan, and then you bake them, and they're freaking awesome.
Holy
I'm
crap.
into that.
Why do I not have this?
So like the
recipe?
bottom of them was like I use like salted butter. So the bottom of them was like salty from the salted butter that they're laying in, and then the top was like sugary from the brown sugar on top. They're so good.
Wow.
They're so good, dude.
I
Awesome.
want that in my body right now. Don't go there. Don't go there. Nobody say what you're thinking, because I know what you're thinking. That's great, man. This week I tried a whole freaking crap load of stuff. I have a list on my phone. I have 7 things I tried this week that I haven't done in a long time or have never done before. Boring one. I made a coconut pie. That's a boring one. That's a really boring one. But
good.
I think it's fantastic. I got this recipe on a can of coconut milk, and it's like a pie. It's dairy free and it's gluten free, I think, too. It's just like coconut milk, eggs, sugar, and like coconut extract, pretty much. So yeah, I think it's fantastic, especially if you want something that's like a custard pie, like pumpkin pie, but with a different flavor. I like that. I went to Denny's. I haven't been to Denny's in so many years. I've hated Denny's. I thought Denny's was like, I called Denny's when we sat down. I was like, this place is the Taco Bell of fast food. No offense to Taco Bell, but they have a bunch of weird crap all the time when you go to Denny's. They had like like tater tots with like jalapenos and cheese and sour cream, and they were treating them like nachos and stuff. Anyway, I got this bourbon steak thing, like a skillet. Oh, so good, man. It's like the best thing. It's the best thing I had at a sit-down restaurant in like a year.
So steak at Denny's is the best thing you've had.
Okay,
What's the last
let me say this.
restaurant you've been to?
Let me say the steak wasn't the best steak. It wasn't that good of a steak. It was just like the sauce with it was really good, and the sauce with the vegetables and stuff was really good. So like overall, it was amazing. But yeah, I've had a better steak. I don't know if I've had better steak in the last few months, but I've had a better steak this year. But it was overall like better than most sit-down restaurants I've been to, and I was really surprised by that. Speaking of being surprised, I was surprised at how awesome the pilot for The Tick was on Amazon.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
It was so funny. Jess and I have talked about it every day since we saw it. It was so funny. Highly recommend that. It's on Amazon Prime. It's free. Just look for The Tick. It's brand new. Came out a few months ago. It's going to be made into a full series, and it was incredible. So I did that. I watched I Love Lucy. I haven't seen that for like a decade at least.
I kind of really hate that show.
Have you watched it recently?
Yeah, me too.
No.
Have you watched it, Mac?
Yeah, it used to be on when I worked day shifts and wake up super early in the morning. So it'd be on at like 5 a.m.
Oh,
And,
okay.
yeah, at least for 5 a.m., it's way too much.
I could see that. I could see that.
You like it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It's not my favorite thing ever, but I was really surprised how much I liked it. I watched the movie Bambi. And it was
terrible.
It's pretty crappy. It doesn't really have a story. It's just like Bambi starts out as a baby, and then he grows to adulthood, and the movie's over. There's no like anything. There's no.
I don't think I've seen it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's not worth seeing, I wouldn't say. The best part of the movie is that there's like some cute animals, and the animation's really good with them. But it's really, there's literally, I've never seen a movie with less story. There's literally more story in Napoleon Dynamite than in Bambi. Like,
Doesn't Bambi's mom die?
yeah, Bambi's mom dies, but there's no like he has to deal with the death. She's just dead, and then his dad's like, "All right, hang out with me now." And there's
I thought it was a revenge movie where Bambi just like hunts down the hunters that
he
killed
just
his mom.
kills everyone. No, I mean there's a fire at one point, and he runs away from the fire. He doesn't die. That's the story. It was crap. I released a game this week, and the thing that you guys are gonna be super surprised that I did this week is I wrote a song.
Yeah?
Ooh.
I wrote a song from start to finish. You'll probably never hear it, but I wrote it and I recorded it.
What made you do that?
I don't know. I just was like waiting for something, and I picked up my guitar and I started playing and singing something, and I was like, "Hey, I can make a song out of this." And I wrote down all the lyrics and I recorded it, and I'm proud of it.
Cool.
So, anyway, I did a bunch of crap. So thanks for listening because that was a really freaking long time. Yeah. So that's all of us, right? With the trying this stuff. Did the tryers try anything? I haven't been following the comments because you got to like have them up on your phone at the same time.
Candace just talked about the rolls and how good they are.
Oh, good. Thanks, Candace. Appreciate that. Okay. Oh, wait. I got a few comments. Let's see. This one guy said, it's loading up. Oh, okay. Rob says, I am out of town and I don't have enough bandwidth here to join. I love that movie. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Let's see. I got one more. Oh, nope. That has nothing to do with the podcast. Okay. Well, great. I guess that's it for the show. That's it for our discussion of Tombstone and random crap and the things that we've been doing lately. So let's talk about next week. And the next week pick goes to Mac. What do you got?
So, have you guys seen Office Space?
Yes.
Crap. Okay. Let's not do that one then. I haven't seen it. People for years have been telling me to see it. So
You've never seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, Office Space is great.
I would watch it again. I the last time I saw it was probably 2 or 3 years ago. So I don't remember I remember the plot and I remember some key moments, but
okay, let's try this other one.
Okay.
Have you guys seen Troll?
Yes. Oh wait, I've seen Troll 2.
Troll 1. The original Troll.
I don't think so.
I probably saw it when I was a kid. I would love to see that. I would love to.
All right. Let's do Troll.
Troll! All right.
It has nothing to do with Troll 2.
Yeah,
Cool.
I heard that.
Um,
Also, Troll 2 is probably the worst movie ever made, ever. If you've ever seen it.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you know what? Let's do. Do you guys want to do like Christmas movies all through December? We can also do. You know, if anybody listening, I mean, we have like 5. We have like 100 listeners, but we have like 5 viewers who actually watch the Facebook Live show. But if anybody has any feedback about what holiday movies you like, we don't want to just limit it to Christmas, but I don't think I've ever seen a non-Christmas. How many are there? Like
actual Christmas movies? I bet you.
No. I'm talking about like Hanukkah movies.
Hanukkah movies.
Is there a Kwanzaa movie, like a definitive, like this is Kwanzaa? Tyler,
I don't think any of the. Candace, it's really good. Calm down. Candace said she's tired of my dumb picks. So
what? This is a good pick. This is a fun pick. I'm happy about it. But yeah, you know, we don't. If we hear from anybody another movie that is in the spirit of December or whatever, that's not a Christmas movie, we might give it a try. But for now, I want to stick with some sweet Christmas action. If you guys are down. I might force you guys to watch Jingle All the Way if you haven't seen it. I'm just saying.
I've never seen it, but I know it's terrible.
It's terrible. Amazing.
As a general rule, Christmas movies are terrible.
That's true.
Except for Elf.
Some of the best ones are, the most famous ones are pretty terrible. I think I watched Miracle on 34th Street, and I thought it really sucked.
I don't think I've ever seen that either. I'd actually like the Jim Carrey.
The Grinch?
The Grinch. I like that one.
What about the claymation Rudolph one?
Oh, that's a classic, dude.
I've seen that a bunch of times. Yeah, that's fun. Great. It's fun.
And the original Frosty the Snowman is good too.
Oh yeah.
With the magician.
Oh
the
man.
weird magician.
We're gonna have fun. Let's get that.
I bought those. I have them.
Tryers, if you got good movies, Christmas movies, send them in. I'm thinking after this week we'll do it. And just for your information, we're going to be doing the live show still all through December, but the podcast should release on time. But if you're listening on iTunes, they might come out like a week or 2 late because Apple has some stupid thing with how they manage like releases of podcasts and when you have to have them in. So yeah, they're going to be a little bit late on iTunes, but if you just go to the website or whatever, you can find it there. So keep that in mind. And remember, you can follow the live show every week at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time on our Facebook page. Search for the Try Again podcast. You'll find it. Follow us there for updates and all that other stuff. Thank you for listening or watching, and we'll see you next week.